Hey everyone, I am Chris O'Connor. I am your chairperson for State of Search, and we are so excited to have guest speakers on here to tell you why you need to attend State of Search. State of Search is a conference coming up October 24th and 25th. It'll be held at the Renaissance Hotel in Richardson, Texas, which is Dallas, outside of Dallas, and we want you all to attend. But I have a special guest here today, super special guest. His name is Bill Hartzer. Bill, tell us about who you are and all about what you're going to talk about at the conference.
Sure. Welcome. Thanks, Chris, for having me this afternoon. It's when I think of State of Search, I think of the Dallas Search Engine Marketing Association and DFW-SEM, and that's the original name, DFW for Dallas Fort Worth, but SEM, and so Search Engine Marketing, and that's kind of important because search engine marketing has actually changed the definition over the years, because it was, originally back when we started DFW-SEM back in 2004 or so. I mean, we're going on almost 20 years now. And that's what it really was called. DFW-SEM was pay-per-click, and as well as traditional SEO. But now we have everything from social media and social media ads and paid advertising to YouTube and video ads and so forth. And at that time we called it search engine marketing. And so as we kind of now search engine marketing, you say that we think about search engine marketing just being pay-per-click or being, on the paid side of things. Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to actually talk about at State of Search this year is, I've titled this presentation, which is the closing keynote, is from past to present. And actually, what is interesting about this is that, things have changed. A lot has changed from beginning of even when I just start doing, SEO, even before we never had SEO, which was 1996 or so. And, I was trying to get search engine rankings to get traffic and sales and clicks and so forth. And I want to go through the whole, kind of the industry from what has happened even before SEO and then how it has evolved. But at the same time, now we're almost, 20 years of state of search, or well over 20 years of SEO and search, dealing with search engines. Well, frankly, a lot has not changed whatsoever. And so we can actually learn a lot from looking at the past. The title, the keyword in the title tag, at the beginning of the title tag, has not changed since the 90s. That's one of the most important factors. I'll go through, how PPC is involved, from go to and overture to now what we're dealing with today. And then, how social media evolved, and so forth, and what we can learn from the past and apply that to what we're doing today. Mm-hmm. Look at what works and what did not work whatsoever, and all the boo-boos and all the mistakes I made through the years, which are some of them are hilarious and really funny. And
Bill Hartzer making a mistake? No way.
In fact, it's great to see, those, because we learn from what other companies have, mistakes and so forth. And sometimes you learn, you do something, you make a silly post on a blog and it goes viral, and that's your best post ever for over 20 years. And so we'll look at the past, look at the present of how, where it is, look at content and look at, all these things. And then also what's going to happen 2, 3, 5, 10 years from now. We've evolved through this whole, through the years. And my point really is a lot has changed, but a lot has not changed. And digital marketing as itself is still digital marketing.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because everybody wants that new shiny object to chase after, and we don't always necessarily need that new shiny object. We just need to dust the old shiny object off a little bit and revisit and review. And I did a blog post a while back to the basics, because I really found that when you follow the basics, you really can grow much faster and much quicker instead of chasing after all the shiny objects. But that being said, he is going to be our end keynote, so you definitely don't want to miss State of Search this year. And Bill, I'm gonna plug State of Search. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of
Yep.
our video here, and it talks about State of Search. The conference is October 24th and 25th. It's a 2-day conference, and you need to go to stateofsearch.org and join. We have a limited number of seats available. We have virtual available. We have in-person available. We hope you come in person. Welcome to be virtual. So I have 2 quick questions for you, Bill. One is kind of
Sure.
inquiring minds want to know, and then the other one is we'll see. The first question is, what's your favorite fast food?
That's a good question. So I live so far away from any fast food, but I probably have to say Chick-fil-A probably right now.
Nice, nice. That's the first time I've heard Chick-fil-A. I've heard McDonald's several times, which I think is interesting because that tells me that McDonald's knows how to market, right? Um, so,
Sure.
okay, so Chick-fil-A. What the next question is, who do you think we should watch, or that is an up and coming digital marketer that people should pay attention to?
That's a good question. I think that there's so many different answers. I think that people, there's one person in particular. I think that I've learned a lot from as far as really the technical stuff as far as SEO and digital marketing. Um, and I'd say probably Clint Butler. I'm not sure if I know he spoke at another Dallas area conference recently. Um, but as far as really, knowing what's going on and the technical part of it, if you're into the technical, and
Nice.
everything from schema markup and all the technical issues on websites. I think
Yeah,
that's
that's
probably.
important. Yeah, super
Um,
important information. Super. Yeah. Well, that's so
and there's
cool,
all
Bill.
there's
Oh,
also a lot of there's a lot of younger folks. I say younger folks because me being senior in the industry, um, there's a lot of there's a lot that uh, that are in-house marketers that and SEOs also that need to be paid attention to also.
yeah. There's a lot of great things happening out there, and some interesting things and things that we have never thought of, and it's amazing how they're working really well for a lot of individuals and a lot of businesses. And that's why you want to come to State of Search, because we have the most recent, the most up-to-date speakers, and we need you to register at stateofsearch.org, and we'll see you in October. Thanks, Bill, for being here today.
Sure. Thanks.